Hello everyone, it's Farket here, and in this video I'm going to be testing a couple of things. I've got a 3080 overclocked ROG Strix video card. I'm terrible at pronouncing things correctly, and I'm running this in 4K at max graphics. I want to see if the Forest can run this alright. This is the first time I've played the game since I upgraded my PC. CPU's a 10900K running at 5.3 gigahertz. All the other specs for the computer are in the description. The other thing I'm testing is NVIDIA's Broadcast software. Now, apparently what this does is that it uses artificial intelligence, which is something you should take with a grain of salt a lot of the time. But I think this might actually be very good. So far my testing is good. It's a bit buggy. Sometimes it doesn't work. Like I record in Adobe Auditions here just to separate the track and to make sure I've got a backup track in case the audio bugs out on the other video track with shadow play. Now I'm running this at 25%. I think that's about 25%. How I measured it, it's 25%. I put my cursor about in the middle and I think, oh, is that about halfway? I use the greatest of instruments to test things. Now what this does is that it removes sound based on its AI. The thing is you need an RTX card. I think RTX 2060 or higher, and I've got a 3080 in here. I think most people have skipped the 2000 series waiting for the 3000 series. Well, they're probably even going to go to Radeon. You can do other stuff like with the camera and that, but I don't use a camera. You can do the speakers as well, but what it ends up doing is that it keeps the voices in games and removes the rest of the sound. It actually works pretty good. So if you've got loud music or loud sound effects in the game, it will remove them for the most part and leave just the voice. So that might be a good way to extract things. You might be able to extract audio from songs and stuff like that, but I haven't tested that out. The main thing is for my channel, so I need to test it to see if it's going to work and whether I'm going to keep using it. Microphone I'm using is my own, the Farket Titan, the one I've been advertising and selling. The camera feature, from what I've seen, is really good. It can pan and remove what's behind you in that, so you can green screen without a green screen. Now I record at a lower volume to avoid peaking, which is where the volume goes over here, which is not good. You don't want to do that. I think I've explained this well enough. I'll put a link in the description if you're interested in checking it out. In the Forest right now, I've got the music playing. I'm actually listening through my speakers. I'm not using headphones. And what's got me most excited about the software is the fact that I probably won't have to use headphones. It's getting summer here in Australia and it gets so hot. And I used to use earbuds last year and the year before because it was that hot I couldn't have the headset on my head. But NVIDIA Broadcast software is actually really good at removing air conditioning sound as well, and it's supposed to be good with like doorbells and ringtones. All right, so what I'm going to do is test out a new game. I'm recording 2 audio tracks at the moment. Okay, it's dropped down to 35 FPS here. Yeah, it's not running good on the intro. I have a feeling it's that setting that I can't think of right now. Amplify. That seems to drop the FPS in this game astronomically. Okay, I just turned the sound up really loud on the sound bar. It looks like some of it came through. Okay, it looks like we've bounced back up to 60, which is nice. Probably the only other way you might get more frames than what I've got now is if you're not recording, because I'm recording at 4K at 68 megabytes per second, or 70 megabytes per second, because that's the limit on YouTube. There's no point in recording any higher than that. Otherwise, you're just using more space on your hard drive and you're lowering your frame rate while recording. It's sitting around between lowest dropping to about 52. Yeah, the only way you're going to get any better is if you're using a 5950X Ryzen CPU and an RTX 3900, or possibly the new Radeon cards, depending, because they fluctuate. They run better on some games and worse on others. Okay, the volume's quite loud, so I'll probably turn it to a volume that's what I'd usually listen to it at. There we go. I'll spawn in some cannibals. Spawn, enemy, Armsy. These bastards are loud, so. So it's floating around 50. I'll just drop down to 43. So I'm going to turn off Amplify and go back to Unity. I have a feeling that's going to make things a lot better. And no, it hasn't really affected it. It's actually probably worse. Usually that was supposed to be better for it, but maybe because I've got that was on an older generation of card. Remove vertical sync. Getting screen tearing now. It's not affecting the frames at all. Adagio legacy. This doesn't look as good. This looks much more vibrant. Oh, it's because I've boosted these settings here. So I guess they actually work. Okay, I might put down the settings. I'd usually have this very low so you can see things on the ground better. SAO. Move that to high. Yeah, it's sitting at 50 frames per second. That helped a little bit. Oh, maybe not. Jesus, man. I'm going to sit here and test every setting. This is a thing you're going to get if you ever go 4K, is that it can seriously affect your performance. If I switch it, and I don't really want to do this. Okay, this is 2K. Seems to be hanging around a steady 58. If I turn off VSync, it's sitting around 70, 75. I wish they'd have dropped down for this. This is 1080p. I'm at 110 FPS. This is as smooth as all hell. It's not even coming close to dropping below 60. But it looks like garbage on my screen. Wish it was like a widescreen option, so you don't have to go through the widescreen things. I can't go any higher. I can't go to 8K. I can record in 8K, but not to say I don't have an 8K monitor. But I'm happy with this. Oh, it's sitting at... It's actually... Frame rate's actually sitting a bit higher now. On 4K. What did I do? Oh, probably vertical sync. Damn, vertical sync lowers the performance a lot. Let's go with that. Yeah, it looks like vertical sync drops at about 10 frames. Oh, maybe not. I don't know. This is too confusing. Now I'm going to load up my Season 5 save, which was actually my favorite season I'd ever did because I just had so much I wanted to do. Well, that loaded a lot faster than it used to. That's probably about twice as fast. It is so hot right now. Okay, sleep. All right, now this base was quite choppy, as in I built a lot here. So it dropped the performance of the game quite a lot. It seems to be running okay. You also got to take into consideration the optimization of the game. Oh, I just dropped down to the 28 frames then. Yeah, I cleared this wall, but I backed up the save beforehand. If you want the saves, they're all available if you become a Patreon. Silver and gold tier. Just letting you know. You know, thinking about this is not relevant to what this video is about, but I wonder how long it actually took them to make this. And it's going to be interesting with Sons of the Forest, if they do add a Steam workshop, how much we can actually do with these. You know, because a lot of players just aren't interested in the custom building because it's a lot more difficult to do things. You can never get anything to look as good as that. The way the logs are crossed over each other, I don't think you can do that. The barn, that looks fairly good, I think. This looks pretty average. Inside, I think I did a good job. Oh, the frames, mate, getting down to 25. Oh, I actually don't think this runs much better than my 1080 Ti. I think it might be just limited by the game. I miss this save so much. This was so fun, this one. I never even built my house. I was still... yeah, I was still living out of this. Going to a little village where my tower is. I miss playing the forest, I'm not going to lie. Just after playing Stranded Deep, I was just like, God, this tower design's so cool. Just such a pain to build, though. I've seen a few people build it, and it's bugged out and made the rocks spiral out from the top. Wondering what the highest someone's ever built is, or was. Yeah, put a bed up here. Yeah, it drops frames when you're looking this way, but not this way. I like to have vertical sync on. I think it helps with the screen tearing. Oh, it's so bad. I could never work out how to go up with the glider. I did videos on it, but they were other people's videos, not mine. I actually imagine that Sons of the Forest is probably going to look a lot better than this, and it's also going to run a lot better. Ah, damn it. Oh, what do you call it? Bye, glider. My zipline highway. Why did I build it out this way? I can't even remember. I think I was just building things for the sake of building things. It's so vibrant. Move it down to here. All day brightness. Oh, that's a bit better. That never used to work. I wonder if my card can actually support that now. Because I don't think that ever worked. I'm going to go into a cave and see what it's like in there. Man, it's only running at like 40 frames per second. I wonder what setting's causing that to happen. SSAO quality. It's not that. I actually just think it's the game, how much I've built in here. Because I've tried most of the settings. Yeah, I got no idea. Yeah, there's none of these settings that are actually improving it. Maybe anti-aliasing. No, it's nothing. It's just the game. Its optimization isn't the greatest, mate. I built a boat over there, eh? That floating raft thing. I mean, it could be just that I'm recording. That might be it. I could set up my old 3950 as a separate PC to do the recording. Yeah, it's dark as all hell in here. Oh, that's right. Key bindings. I usually use F. Yeah, it's still dark as all hell. That's way up. Does that even make a difference? It's not making a difference at all. What about world brightness? Nah. So what's the point? You're a liar. You. It's got to do with this. Legacy. Yeah. DirectX 11. Yeah, it's making no difference. But you can always just go to graphics, then go color grading and M131. Yeah, see? That's a lot better. And there's also the NVIDIA filters if you've actually got them. You can't see what I'm doing here, but if you've got an NVIDIA card and shadow play, you can enable these so I can do things like this. Turn down shadows, I turned up exposure, gamma, you don't really need to. Like, that's fine. You can see what you're doing here. The performance is so bad though. I don't even know why. It's probably just the game. That's why I cleared all those walls in my Season 5 base. I think I've tested enough to see how the game runs, and also the sound filter. I'll have things going from the track that's got it activated and the track that doesn't. This will probably be a bit of a messy video, but oh well. I wanted to test it and see if it was actually worth using, because you're the ones that have to listen to my videos, and if it sounds like garbage, if it's removing too much sound or whatever, or maybe I should use headphones, you know, it's good to test it, get your opinion. But yeah, hopefully you found this video useful, and yeah, links will be in the description. Same with the microphone if you wish to buy it. Anyway, if you like this video, make sure you like and subscribe. Cheers.